Hello, ladies and some gents. This is Bob. Hopefully, mostly ladies. This is really mostly for you. In reality, but thank you for clicking on my review of Allure SENSUELLE EDP Chanel. Cutting to the chase, my favorite Chanel Allure perfume. Ladies and men's. I've been through all the bottles of the Allure line, like the original and then the Sport. I got those two as a gift from a friend a long time ago. The Oak Stream. Never rebought any of them. I have the Edition Blanche now. I don't know too much about the original Allure on this. Just smelled this at the Macy's counter, just the Allure, not the SENSUELLE. And it doesn't hold a candle to this. I got this like a year and a half ago at the Chanel boutique when I got my Coromandel EDP, and I saw this on the Femme line, and at that point I was convinced that it was discontinued. Can't find it anywhere. I picked that up right away. She said something like it's coming back. It was gone, and now it's coming back. Well, anyway, fast forward to now, it's on the discount sites. This is the EDP. I'm not talking about the EDT. I would recommend the EDP for the Chanels. You don't want to shout out there. You want to have some longevity and some staying power with some time throughout the night, and strong skin scent at the end of the night. I'd like to smell the EDT, but I think, like the Coco Chanel, I like the EDP better. A friend of mine wore that. The EDT was fleeting. But anyway, I wasn't planning on doing this review, but really felt strongly this month about this new love of mine. I spray it on my hand and wrist just to smell it. I don't wear it that much. I wore it a couple times to work this past month. Man, it was great. It was great. If you don't like powdery, if you hate patchouli, you shouldn't. There's no reason that you like Chanel and you hate patchouli, because you gotta like patchouli for a little bit at least. Too much of it I can understand. So patchouli, makeup baggy and waxy, powdery, deep, warm, sticky, sweet a little bit. You're gonna like this. If you like to feel sexy about yourself at times, a lot of times, with your girlfriend or boyfriend, mostly boyfriend, I'm recommending that you get this if you're a Chanel lover. If you're a Chanel collector, just get this. All right? Before it goes away again. I like its powderiness. I like its mystery. This is not a casual scent. This is not to be worn to the grocery store. Without a doubt, not to the grocery store and to soccer games and to barbecues, in my opinion, like that. And same with the one that it reminds me strongly of. Now, if you love this, or if you love this, and here it is, Coromandel, patchouli, sweet, but more of a dank patchouli, more of a raw, earthy, less girly, Obviously, I think this is masculine, but on a gal. Either way, if you like one, you're going to like the other, I believe. This one's more girly and more femme, and maybe like dress up in a dress. But they both can be worn, nice jeans and a sweater to the movies with someone that you really like. Someone, say like you've been dating him for once or twice, and now it's down to business. You don't really talk too much. You're not that outspoken, but you wear this. You wear some new clothes that you got, maybe underneath your clothes. You got some new underwear. You're wearing Sensuelle because you're giving the green light to the next step in the dating process. That's what I see. These two, they go together. So, in my opinion, this one also is not a casual go to the supermarket and run errands kind of scent, right? Coromandel. So this to be continued later. Okay. So nice sexy dress or a top you're wearing. Maybe a plunging, what do you call that? The plunging neckline. Or a dress. You know what I see in this? When some of those gals wear those tight necklaces, chokers around their neck, black. Maybe sometimes red, but black. And they're just around their neck. I think of this. Or I'm thinking that choker when I'm smelling this. That kind of. This is not like a Coco Mademoiselle, which is like smiling teeth, friendly, pretty, very pretty, gorgeous. This is more sexual, not even a smile, just smoke coming out the eyes, looking at the camera. No, just closed mouth, no smile. And that's what this is. Maybe like an Angelina Jolie kind of smoking. As a photographer, when you're shooting a model, you're pointing the camera right at her face, then you come in close, and then you say, okay, now give me smoke. Now that means singling her to just with her eyes, look right into that lens, right into that piece of film, and just fire. Hot. All business. This is kind of off the cuff. I wrote some notes down here. I wrote you some of the latest notes that I wrote down here. I'm recommending Chanel, gals that like Chanel, definitely to get this. Not because it's just because it's so nice and seductive, but it might be off the shelf soon. It might be gone. If you like patchouli, if you love patchouli in this little earthy, little dank, powdery, earth-based, sensual, feminine way, you got to get this. If you absolutely hate patchouli, you don't want to get this. You still might like this, but I would just say to sniff this. There's a pure Perfume out there in this. I'd like to smell that. So maybe if I see that at the boutique, I'd like to maybe think about getting that. But essentially, that is my review. You can click off now. I know I tend to run long, and people are in a hurry, but I know some of you might listen when you're really into this stuff, especially Chanel. Chanel is Chanel, man. I think Chanel is number one or number two or whatever, because mostly of it's feminine, not because of the masculines. If you take the masculines into account, they're just dropped off. But I think Chanel might be number one just because of their women's perfume throughout history. All right, they hold it. They're unique. They maybe they didn't invent some certain stuff, but they brought it to the world. Fashion and in scent, and they marketed it, and they put it in bottles, and they're still around. The fact that they're still around, that means something way up there, okay? You know, niche and indie. Let's see them be around for 50, 100 years. I don't think so. And pleasing that many people. It might be mass appealing, but... So this is a lot more designer. It is a designer than this. But if you love this, and you don't know anything about this, and ladies, get a bottle of this, and then vice versa. If you already know about this line, and you have this, or you have the original Allure, get this, and then check this out, because you're gonna like this. All right, this is gonna. It's not challenging to frag heads, but to the regular design person, it's a little bit more challenging and interesting, and people are gonna turn their heads, both men and women, regardless of who's wearing it, a man or a woman. So I'm gonna wear this a lot more. This is not the time for me to be wearing it, but it's never the time because I live in hot weather, but I don't care. Hope the air conditioning comes on at work, and it's so satisfying. And in terms of performance, it's up there. It lasts a long time. I think it has good projection, but even more important, it has great sillage. And that's what Chanel's have, especially the EDPs, all right? I think sillage is more important. You spray it, however you spray it a little thick, maybe in one area, not just mist it, but everyone does it differently. And then when you're talking and then you move away, or you move through like a ship's wake, it leaves a sillage. Hell, it can fill a whole room, I think, or a warehouse in certain ways. But that's what I get with this. And no problem with time. I think 8-9 hours, 7 to 9 hours, depending on how you apply. And you don't want to, with a sexy scent like this, you don't want great projection, in my opinion. I'm talking against the EDT now. So the EDP, if you can get this, it's on Fragrance Net. I saw it. So boom, it's back online. Just wanted to get this out here. My favorite Allure perfume, man or woman, from Chanel, is Sensuelle, and I'm glad I have this bottle. And it's stuff like this that I won't need it, but it's just the frag head in me. I want to get a backup bottle, even though I'll never crack it open. So, ladies, feel very sexy about yourself when you're with a person that you really like. This is it. This is down to business. Or it could be like you're a dancer, a performer. I can see it with that. Not office type work, but say like you're a performer, like in Vegas, you're a dancer, or you are a stripper. Definitely a great scent for that. But great for a date. Great for close encounters when there's an occasion. Maybe not so like chilling on the couch kind. Maybe just a little bit, but not like that. I don't think it's that casual. So, sorry I keep rambling. Just love the Chanels these days. So if you love this or have an opinion about this, please leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite Chanel Allure or Chanel perfume is when you want to be romantic and seductive. Okay. So thank you very much for tuning in to my review. I really appreciate it. And once again, this is Bob. Aloha, and please take care. Bye-bye.